And welcome back, another day, another read. And if you're new here, hey, hello, my name is Dulce. I'll be your tarot reader. And let's get straight to it. So first things first, I already pre-pulled a few cards out. Well, a spread at this point. There's a new beginning that you're wanting to start, but I'm getting the sensation that, there's like this refusal of a calling or of a specific truth that's being revealed to you. There has been deception at play. And I'm hearing alarms being very significant here. Like, there's like an alarm with like, hey, wake up call, time to wake up, time to rise up. There's a truth of the matter here. There's a revelation here. And Spirit's like letting you know, there was something that once made you feel satisfied that is no longer bringing you that satisfaction. And this is what this Tower moment is bringing about. It's showing you like, hey, like this is no longer making you happy. Like, why are you here like wasting your time? Or why are you not facing this if you know this is not making you feel happy like it once used to? I'm seeing like there was like a deceivement here. This could have been self-deception or, someone deceiving you. But I don't get the sensation that it was like out of malice. There was just like a lack of clarity happening here. But with the sun here, it's showing you truth is being revealed. The revelations are going to be presented to you in due time. Right now, you're not being able to see the complete truth of the matter because there's still like so many emotions and also like resentment clouding your judgment. And it may have been making you feel like you're out of control or out of your power, or there's just like a lack of movement happening here. But what Spirit is like reminding you is like, you have to really like step into that power of, your own stability, that you can actually do it for your own self, that you don't need anybody else. Like, I get the sensation like there was just a lot of troublesome and doubts. You were questioning if you're stable enough or like you can actually like be self-reliant. Well, this is your reminder that you are self-reliant. You don't need anybody. You don't need like any extra assistance. You actually can do it by yourself. Let me see. But I'm also being presented at the fact that, someone wasn't being fully honest when they left, or whenever like something happened here or like an ending happened here, because there's just a sense of like someone didn't emotionally leave or they checked out way before it already happened, when it came to like a specific ending or like this reality check or this conclusion, or someone wasn't being fully honest, or both parties were not being fully honest that this thing is not making us feel good. It's not actually like fulfilling us at all. There is a point of like, there's like a continual cycle of like self-abandoning yourself, and also even neglect. Like someone was like fumbling you, or you were allowing yourself to get fumbled. I saw 2:55 on the clock. Like literally, like it's just like, it's also like, whenever you pull out the devil card and it's like, what binds you is just an illusion. It's you choosing. This is kind of like the situation where it's like you were kind of presented with, this is no longer making you happy. It's not fulfilling you. What once was very fulfilling is bringing you sorrow, depression, anger, frustration, or even resentment. It's no longer in alignment with you and your truth. And this was like long overdue. Like there was an ending that was long overdue here. And it was like out of the fear of like, starting over. It was out of the fear of like, losing, or, having to feel like, your whole world was collapsing in one. And there was like this sense of like, there was like so many options, like lack of like direction. There was just too many options and variables. Like there was just not clear communication or clearness or clarity in this connection. But, this was already empty. It seemed like it was a full cup, but it was actually already empty. Like it was like you were over giving to the point where it was just like not enough anymore. Like you had no more. There was like a halt, or there was just like this suppression of like, yes, like there was an attraction, there was a connection happening here, but at the same time, like you weren't ready, or this person wasn't ready, like emotionally, to open up or to be in that heart center space. And your intuition was already letting you know, like there was just so much that was going beyond words or the physical reality, that your intuition was picking up like something's not right, something's feeling weird, something's feeling off. Like I'm picking up on like unsaid words, secrets, deceptions. Something was feeling like, I can't really fully trust this. So I'm seeing like you guys were also on guard. But I'm seeing like, you were this empress. You were someone so divine, so nurturing, so giving. Like, you were just like this abundant individual. Self-reliant, self-confident, very vibrant. And there's just this individual that was just insecure, that like they couldn't meet you emotionally where you were at. So there was just a sense of insecurity where like they were holding you back, or they were sabotaging, or were they, you know, they met you with insecurity and projections, and they were judging you. They were judging your emotional needs and critiquing you and having you like suppress it. And this is where you were like emotionally checking out, or emotionally like, you know, not connecting, because there was just this imbalance happening here because of the lack of emotional maturity. But again, you were this beautiful, beautiful, abundant empress where, you know, you give people so much freedom and space to feel through those emotions and feel safe around you. But the whole lesson here is for you to recognize, like, yes, you can provide that for others, but now it's your turn to like actually know how it really feels to have that for yourself, to feel safe in your own body, to feel safe in your own environment, to have that sense of security for your own self where you can fully express whatever you feel and think and not get ridiculed or judged. Because this individual was like judging you and criticizing you out of the sake to protect their own ego, and you were emotionally like, you know, escaping, running away out of like protecting yourself out of necessity because you didn't feel safe or secure around this individual. So this is what was happening. This is why, like, you know, this tower moment is happening. Like, Spirit's like saying, like, you need to move on from these cycles. And it's time that you finally, like, listen to your intuition, to your guidance system, and allow yourself to have, like, this new beginning. Yes, this is a complete kind of, like, what the hell kind of reading. But it's like, yeah, there were cycles that were being repeated here, especially, like, cycles that you were repeating on and on and on in your relationships and connections with people. Because a part of you wanted to grow, but there was just like this sense of false reality where it's like you thought you were progressing, but it was actual like lies. There's actual just comfortability. You weren't actually growing. You weren't actually evolving. It was all a freaking lie. And that's what Spirit's wanting to remind you of. Because you're breaking free from the fucking bullshit. You're clearing through the fucking illusions and standing in logic and into clarity, because what you are in need of is clarity and truth, so that way you don't get the confusion, so that way you can feel safe to stepping into your truth, into like your emotional needs and vulnerabilities. I'm seeing like there's an offer being brought up to you. It's like you're in this contemplation, like you're not moving, but Spirit's like showing you like, here's an offer, take it. But you're here, no. And you know what's funny? Like earlier I pulled the card saying, open your heart, expand your mind, let your radiant heart pour out into everything you do. Put your heart into it. Pour your whole heart into everything that you do. Like fall in love with yourself, fall in love with your journey, fall in love with every aspect of yourself. And, you know, time to release these swords, these thoughts, these betrayals that you've overgone in your life and in your journey. And just focus in your crafts. Focus on yourself and your self-evolution and your growth, and also in your material realm. Because there is a stable offer being presented to you. There's going to be stability here. And also an emotional offer. Someone mature or someone that's just like, you know, stable, reliable, that it's going to make you feel safe and comfortable. And I'm also seeing like someone that's emotionally open and ready for you. But it's going to take time because you are also needing to be at that vibrational match. You need to work on yourself. And that is okay. Take your time. There is no rush in the process. There's just this defining moment here that you're healing. You're healing, but you need to face this truth. You need to be honest with yourself. Like there was an over-idealization. Like this person was either over-idealizing you because, yes, they were highly attracted to you. They were highly attracted to you because you embody like this fiery, radiant individual, confident, independent, creative, and at the same time like very nurturing, very loving, very caring, and very reliable. But it was just like the emotional needs and requirements weren't there at that caliber. And I can tell that you've gone through so many like deaths and rebirths here that it's just like, yeah, no, like you kind of already knew, but you didn't You didn't walk away. Give me 1 second. All right, let's get back to it. Kiss Fingers Heist good. What else do they need to know in regards to this reading? Also, cats can be very significant here. Incoming cats, or a cat on its way, or a cat at your door, whatever the sign is. Just letting you know cats are very significant in this reading. Spirit's reminding you that you are a good luck charm. Don't ever forget that. You bring a lot of luck and abundance in people's lives, and it comes in different shapes or forms. It doesn't have to necessarily come through money. It can be in the way that you make them glow, in the way that you excite their life, in the way that you inspire them, in the way that you're supportive, in the way that you speak to them, in the way that you make them feel. I'm seeing like crying being very significant here. And you know what's crazy? It's like it's raining outside, so it's like a lot of emotion releasing. Like there's like an emotional release that's needing to happen here, because this whole entire thing is like a mental block that you have deep within your own psyche that is needing to be let go of. And it's until you realize that this is all in the mental realm. It's not really happening right now in the physical. And pretty soon you're going to be getting your recognition. You've been powering through, working through so many things that people don't even know that you've been working on. Heavy emphasis that you're a lucky duck. Lucky duck syndrome here. Lucky duck. They're also reminding you that you are the star. Allow yourself to shine. Let hope in. You are being guided. You are also in this healing period. You're in this healing period, and soon enough you're going to recognize how much of a star that you really are, and how much people admired you this entire time in your journey. Like they actually are like in awe with you. They're like, I can't believe that you went through this immense amount of darkness, but you still shine so bright. And you still remain shining. I'm sorry that I'm like fumbling with my words. It's like I'm in and out, so it's kind of like a little bit kind of complicated as of lately. Heavy emphasis on bracelets. So I'm not sure if a bracelet is going to bring in more good luck, or a bracelet is going to help you like emulate more of the divine feminine energy to attract more abundance, more luck, more, what is the name of it? More opportunities. Yes, and I'm getting the sensation that apologies are going to come forth. There's going to be people that are going to be apologizing to you, how they treated you, how they handled the situation, whatever the case is. And with that being said, you're going to be rejoicing in this new prosperous life that you're stepping into. Now, if this reading resonates, it resonates. And if it doesn't, leave it at the window. Do not force it. And once again, I'll see you back in divine timing. Thank you again for joining me, for listening to whatever I had to say in this reading. But just know that you're in good hands. Spirit has been guiding you this entire time. And at the end of the day, you're never going to be left astray. Spirit has you. And they're protecting you and guiding you this entire time. And let's see what other card we can end it with. Trust that you're always evolving into who you're meant to be. More free, true in you. Crazy work. Because literally this reading is just about self-evolution, healing, reflecting, moving on, releasing, and just accepting that you're stepping into a new chapter in your life. And it's okay. And it's okay. Okay? It is okay to feel the way that you do. It's okay to think the way that you do, but just don't let that be your own reality. Okay? Because there's so much truth that could be revealed in the moment of you just taking some space, some distance from it, and then coming back to it whenever you're ready. Okay? Have a good night. Bye.